I don't want to hear a whole bunch of negative stuff, okay? What you're looking at, it's a very big skin tag. I'm calling it a skin bag. I put a mixture of copaiba oil and some pure castor essential oil, some copaiba essential, about half and half. That's going to dry. I think, contact dermatitis on my palm from, this is just what it looks like bad after I soak it in water and then rub the dead skin off. And then I messed up and I put some of that copaiba oil on it, and it really dries out and irritates and cracks the skin. So I just made it worse. But it's not going to happen to this because that's not an open wound. It's going to dry the skin out a little better, a little quicker. But what it's all about is cutting the supply off. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of blood in there. That's a lot of blood in there. That's a couple grams of blood. And a couple grams of blood is a lot of blood, actually. I don't want this thing falling off and, bleeding in my in my bed. He sleeps with me. Hey, Taz, say hi. Oh, he's such a good boy. He didn't even feel me tie this off, bro. He kind of like looked down for a second. Like instead of just doing the once over and then tying it, I did it twice and then tied it real tight. And what it is beeline. It's hemp line coated in beeswax. It's used for all kinds of different things, but it's, the beeswax itself is a little antimicrobial. What I should have done is used a fresh batch, or at least unraveled it and got something that was under the top layer, because it's been sitting on a table for a while. And yes, I know there could be some bacteria on the line, but you know what? It's cutting the blood supply off. I'm gonna wrap this with gauze. I'll probably pause this real quick, and honestly, I don't even have medic tape right now. So my first tape is gonna be duct tape, and that's fine. I don't care. It's gonna turn black. It's gonna turn colors. When I check on it later or tomorrow, it'll probably start turning grayish black, and it'll take a few days to fall off. I might even have to cut it, or might even have to tie it off again. So if you can look real close, you're just looking at skin. It's not like I did it lazily. You're looking at his skin with hair on one side of it. I did it. Hold on. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. I did it all the way to the skin. So if I held this up without weighing the skin down, you can see it's to the hair. Now, it should be clean enough. It's going to be clean enough that it's going to cauterize itself. If that's even a word that you can use without burning or electrically, heating it up. But it's gonna heal itself. So that could be the wrong word. But that marker's like pretty big, dude. It's the size of my pinky. Okay? It's the size of my pinky. So I'm just going to cut. Since I'm going to be checking on it regularly, don't trip out on the duct tape. I just want some insight. It's done. It's a done deal. I'm going to trim the slack, and then I'm going to wrap it with, it's cheesecloth, but if you don't know, now you know. Cheesecloth is literally the same as the same gauze you're going to buy in a first aid kit. Oh, that's right. I got a couple first aid kits. I got a big one in the truck. So I might have some cool medical tape and stuff to put around the gauze for now. I might even solidify that, or that's the wrong word. I might even cover that with duct tape just to keep them from, it's look at how much it hangs off. Like, you have to protect that. And I should have done it when it was half that size, because anything could snag that walking around in the woods. Just boom, bloody. So we're good, bud. I almost wanted to put I don't know what kind of actual flesh it is, so I'm sure it's not just as simple as a bag of blood. But I was thinking about putting a syringe in there after it starts to die, but then that just opens it up for bacteria. So I'm not going to do that. But I was wondering if I could get some blood out of there, that it would dry up quicker. However, as soon as that shit, it's going to turn purple quick, dude. I almost feel like it's turning color, but we'll see how this goes. if anything, I have the money to get it corrected with, but you know what? People have been doing this with livestock forever and a day, hardly clean. I have chlorhexidine. I should have, you know what? I'm going to wipe it down with it's going to be 25% chlorhexidine, 75% water. It's all you need for, that's a livestock antimicrobial too. I'm going to wipe that's what surgeons use is chlorhexidine, even on their gloves. Before they even touch anything, they do a chlorhexidine wash. So I'll probably wipe his shit down so everything can get that chlorhexidine on it, even soak into the beeline. But the beeline is waxed, so the surface tension allows you to tie that thing, and before you get your second tie on there, it stays there for you because the surface tension of the beeswax is like real sticky, so it stays there. But I know, Taz, your ears kind of. I just gave him a bath yesterday. So what I did was I gave him a good bath, but that was last night. Probably should have done it right before doing this. But hey, you know what? Like, I think we're going to be just fine. And I think I spent too much time even talking about it. But anybody got any real suggestions rather than negative feedback, you just let me know. Taz, I got oils on my hands. I can't touch your face, buddy. I can't touch your eyes. And I got to wash my hands anyway right now. So we're going to go clean this up. Ugh. Okay. You're okay. Your ears will be fine. It's just a little reaction. Been giving him some treats. He's had it for a few days now. All right, stop it. Okay, so let's go clean this up. So I'm not going to do a part. Well, yeah, I'm going to pause this and I'll come back to it after I wrap it up. And I know it's a long video, but whatever. I'm in that mode right now. I'm just like not working, trying to figure out how not to go crazy. So this is all blessing in disguise. Hold on. Okay, I think I had it in portrait mode, so I should be fine with the scale. All right, so I did the gauze, cut the slack. I found some actual gauze, some square pads. I forgot that I had. We'll do the medical tape on the next one. I don't know if this is really chintzy duct tape, so I don't know what's going to happen with this. I might be doing this tonight again, but I just want to protect it. I think I owe him the at least that. I'm not going to send him out there on a chicken farm, like I'm not going to be that hillbilly. Just ties it off and lets him go run around in the chicken shit, like that's not what we have here, but that's just an example of what's out there is massive bacteria. So it's not an open wound per se. Okay. Not yet, but we're working with it, and I'm here I want to motivate other people. Dude, I have not a lot going for me. I'm not a brilliant guy. I live in a fucking wood box, bro. Like a converted apartment that never even got drywall. It's like, dude, I don't have much, and I want to, I'm not going to, not to mention it doesn't even have anything to do with not wanting to go to the vet. Sure, the money is an issue, but it's a blessing in disguise. Like these guys have completely been overtaken and overwhelmed and seduced and freaking tricked into the spirit of greed with the whole and I hate to say it like that, I sound kind of weird with that, but with the whole insurance game, it turned it into another industry, like an auto industry. And like these guys don't even care anymore. These vets are just like, oh yeah, just ring it up. We'll find some shit that they don't even need. It's the same thing an auto shop does. I went to go get just this looked at, and this dude, before even asking me, he whips out a needle and starts taking a biopsy sample. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, are you going to pay for that? I'm like, put that shit away, bro. Like, no one asked you to do anything. And they'll railroad you right into their traps, dude. They'll get it already started. Like, well, that's what we did. Like, if you didn't ask for it, then don't pay for it. So I'm dead serious. That's with everything. If you didn't ask for it, Don't pay for it. Just know what's out there with these guys. And I don't mean to change my tone for this second half, but I need you guys to know that we can do a lot of this stuff on our own. Huh, Taz? We've been taking care of you for 8 years now. You're just a rescue. You went to one vet, and that was the last vet you ever went to. And good, thank God we didn't even give you I think I gave him 1 or 2 of the pills. I went home and looked up the antibiotics that he got prescribed. They were making dogs blind, killing them just outright killing them, like dying off. It wasn't FDA approved at all for dogs. It might have been for humans, but yeah. Oh, and the 4th one, the maximum was 7 to 10 days for dogs, at least prescribed, even though it's not FDA approved. That's the recommended. And that might even be recommended for humans. All right. These dogs are half our size. She prescribed it for 3 weeks, 21 days supply. I think I paid for it. It was cheap. By the time I got home, I was like, oh my God, you know what? This isn't even an infection. And I knew that anyway. It's not technically an infection. It's a lump. It has not gotten infected. It gets inflamed every now and then, but it's covered in fluid. So I was like, you know what? We're never doing this again. You just don't need these people. These people, like, I think I went to one more guy. That's the guy I told you about with the needle. And at that point, I just was like, I mean, I had not let a vet do anything to my dog. I had just ended up at one in the inner city right when I got him, just out of convenience. I think it was even free. I had to pay for the antibiotics he didn't need. And then the old man at this very, very trusted for many years vet in Bellevue. And he was just racking everything up. And I'm like, bro, you don't know anything about this dog right now. He wouldn't answer any questions. He was acting like he didn't know what that was. If you were a vet or a doctor of any kind for 20 years or 10 years or anything, you know what that is. You know what that is. I mean, it took me a minute to find out. It wasn't always that big. Not even close. Like, it had to start. It started when I had him. So a month later, after that crazy chick tried to give me the antibiotics, I went back and I'm like, yo, what is this? Because I think it was the same visit that I think what brought me in was both of these things. And obviously we know this was a skin tag, but I knew it was growing. It was even like that much longer. And since it's got this twist motion going, it cut its own blood supply off about halfway up, and then it just fell off like a scab one day. I just looked at it one day. It was black, and I barely touched it, and it peeled off. So we're going to just pray for this one, buddy. See, he don't even care. He's the best dog. He don't care if you play with him or freaking do anything to him. You know what I mean? He's so cool. I love Taz. All right, buddy. Well, that's our 15-minute video. I better upload it before I forget.